Thank you very much for staying with us. This is still Serious Matters on ONIF TV. My name is Olukunle Abraham. Now, of course, following the development that we gave you as a breaking news yesterday morning, with respect to what's happening or what happened in Burkina Faso, the military taking over power yesterday. Now, a statement has been released as Burkina Faso military have taken over power. They are saying that they want things to they want the country to be better than it is at the moment, and so that's why they took over power. However, developments, as far as early as this morning, United Nations and AU demands reinstatement of civil rule as military seize power. The military in Burkina Faso says it has seized power and overthrown President Roch Kabore. The announcement was made on state television by an army officer who said both the government and parliament had been dissolved. Beg your pardon. Mr. Kabore's whereabouts are unclear, but the officer said that all those detained were in secure location. The coup comes a day after troops seized barracks and gunshots were heard in the capital. On Sunday, mutiny troops demanded the sacking of military chiefs and more resources to fight Islamic states. The army statement cited the worsening security situation and Mr. Kabore's alleged inability to unite the nation as reasons for overthrowing him. Now, news agency reports the statement as issued in the name of a group not heard of previously, the Patriotic Movement of Safeguard and Restoration, or MPSR, its French acronym. MPSR, which includes all sections of the army, has decided to end President Kabore's post today. It said. Now, credits to BBC. We heard from BBC. It says it's officially a coup in Burkina Faso by the Patriotic Movement for the Safeguard and Restoration, MPSR, a group of soldiers who have taken power in response to what they say was President Kabore's incapacity to deal with the security crisis. They say the operation to take over the state took place without bloodshed and without violence against those who they arrested, who are being held with respect for their dignity. These are still updates coming through BBC. MPSR also assures partners and friends of Burkina Faso that it will respect international commitments, including respect for human rights, and will consult with population to develop a timeline for return to constitutional rule. Burkina Faso also claimed that his mark a new hour or time for Burkina Faso and an opportunity to rebuild social cohesion. Second declaration, MPSR suspend constitution and dissolves government. The National Assembly closes land and air borders at midnight and imposes a curfew between 21 hour and 5 hour throughout the whole country, signed by the head of MPSR, Lieutenant Colonel Paul Henry Sandaogo Damibia. That's in Burkina Faso. The African Union, African Union, ECOWAS, and United Nations has called for the release and reinstatement of President Kabore and the military to return to the barrack. Well, we haven't gotten any detail as to whether that has been enacted or not. But some of the pictures that we saw yesterday actually frightening. Were frightening. Saw vehicles that were riddled with bullets. One of which is this that I'll be showing you in a moment. They riddled some of those vehicles with bullets, and it was something else. Let me show you one of those pictures that I saw online, so that you have an idea of what really did happen I beg your pardon. Yeah. So this is there's a picture of what happened. One of the pictures that we have as to what happened there in Burkina Faso. Okay, so let us see more reports from that end. Let us see other reports. We already the African Union says, we are greatly concerned about developments in Burkina Faso. We strongly condemn any attempts to take over the government through violent means and call on all actors to choose the path of dialogue. That's coming from the African Union. UN spokesperson Stephen Dujarric in Addis Ababa said the chairperson of the African Union Commission, Moussa Faik Mahamat, is following the deep concern with deep concern, the very serious situation in Burkina Faso. He strongly condemned the coup attempt against the democratically elected president. Well, that was as of yesterday. It's now already a coup. He calls on the national army and the country's security forces to strictly adhere to their republican vocation, namely the defense of the country's internal and external security. He calls on them to ensure the physical integrity of the president of the republic, as well as all the members of his government. It encourages the government and all civil and military actors to favor political dialogue as a means of solving the problem of Burkina Faso. Already acting closely with ECOWAS, the president of the commission declared that he is relentlessly pursuing the joint effort with the regional organization for a rapid solution to the crisis. Well, that's it all the way from Burkina Faso. I just, I'm still in Burkina Faso, but then I'll be leaving now, so that you can have the platform to drop your comment, and please do share this video with others. Make our platforms more popular. Let people get to know that, look, on this platform we get to tell you matters that are making the round. Well, it is still Serious Matters on ONIF TV, and of course we would bring you updates afterwards, and say we hope that peace and tranquility be restored to Burkina Faso, and of course the government return back to the way it is. And of course, I believe that the betterment of the country should be principal, should be at the root and at the base of every decision that is being taken. And so we believe strongly that as calmness return to the country, all the necessary steps that ought to be taken will be taken, and the country will get better and better. Thank you very much for watching. This is still Serious Matters, and of course, stay tuned to our videos. We would bring more, videos to you shortly.